and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! Let's go to the house! Let's go to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? It's hot now. It's hot now. Let's go. It's hot. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how like we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up your chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We ready? Let's go to the house. Let's go to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, this game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. It is our Black History Month and Throwback Thursday here on the show, and a lot going on as usual. The one vehicle accident involving Tiger Woods was ruled just that. So now we can take off mysterious and all these other terms that people are kind of sliding in to make it seem like something sinister was going on, something salacious was going on. It was an accident. There will be no charges filed. Tiger was not under the influence. Tiger was not, DWI, DUI, none of that. It was an accident. And now Tiger Woods is in the process of recovering from extensive leg surgery due to the accident. So, that's really it on that. I don't have anything else I want to add to that unless something breaking comes out from the Tiger Woods camp or concerning his care. That's pretty much the end of it. That's pretty much the end of it. So there's that. And then the Rockets. Oh, my gosh. What was that last night? I cannot wait until Kris Gardner from Houston Roundball Review joins the show today to let us know what's going on with this Houston Rocket team that looked so promising a couple of weeks ago. They have now lost 9 in a row, and I keep telling a dear friend, program director, general manager of one of the stations and host of another show that, let's not panic yet. It's still early. But I got to be honest with you. I didn't like anything I saw last night out of the Rockets. I didn't like it. I don't like small ball. And least of all, I don't like the way the Rockets play small ball. It's not good. It's not good. And I love PJ Tucker. I love how tough he is. I love how he goes up against the best of the best. But that being said, the big man from Cleveland had no problems with PJ Tucker last night. None. We'll talk about it more when Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joins us on the show today. if you want to get in. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. Again, Dallas Cowboy fans, you've got between the 23rd and March the 9th to figure out what you're going to do with Dak Prescott, because you've got to figure out if you're going to franchise him between February 23rd and March the 9th. And oh yeah, by the way, we saw how that worked out last year. You ended up with Andy, I'm not as good as you think I am, Dalton, as your starting quarterback, trying to win a bad division, and he couldn't even get that done. Why there is still a contract issue with Dak Prescott is beyond me. Dak's camp said no hometown discount for Jerry Jones. I think money is close. I think they're close on the dollars. I don't think they're close on the length. I think Dak wants shorter. Cowboys want longer. Dak is like, nah, I'm good. I'll wait. Run on back out there with Andy, Mr. Katy High School, Dalton. I don't know about you. I'm not even a Cowboy fan. I don't want that for him. And then what is going on in Seattle? Why is there an issue with Russell, I love the Lord, and everybody else, Wilson, and the organization? I mean, for Christ's sake, can you make it harder on yourself unnecessarily than you already are by creating an issue with Russell, I love the Lord, and all of his children, Wilson? Of all the people, this is not a prima donna. This is not a whining superstar. This is Russell, I love the Lord, and all of his children, Wilson. How do you have a problem with that guy? This is not Deshaun Watson and Jack false prophet Easterby. This is Russell, I love the Lord, and all of his children, Wilson. I'll come back. I got some thoughts on it. 281-453-1000 if you want in. 281-453-1000 or text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. You can email me, aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com. Believe it or not, it's still Black History Month. African Imports still has all your specials in African fashions at African Imports. Masks $4.99, scarves $9.99 still. Adult dashikis $29.99 and dresses $39.99 and up. Tell them you heard it on KYOK. You'll get 10% off your purchase. Call my friend Opie, 281-875-0056. That's 281-875-0056. Tell him you heard it on KYOK and the lunch break. He'll give you 10% off your purchases. That's African Imports bringing us this segment of the lunch break.
Attention business owners, listen carefully to this important message. Are you tired of struggling with monthly bookkeeping or always being behind? Maybe you're fed up with paying your CPA ridiculously high hourly rates for subpar services. At Finance Pal, we know your pain. We're small business owners who understand your tax and accounting needs. At Finance Pal, we take over your books and design a program custom tailored to fit your needs. Whether it's bookkeeping, payroll, bill pay, inventory tracking, or taxes, we have you covered. We handle some or all of these services for one flat, affordable, low monthly fee. Stop worrying about your books and drowning in paperwork. Let us worry while you focus on growing your business. This setup is easy, and we give you the tools and technology to make your monthly finances streamlined and organized. Call now for a free business assessment.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680. I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having Inside of Sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It is our Black History Month and Throwback Thursday, and I'm trying to throw back to a couple of things. I got a text message in from YT. Love the show, listen all the time. The Texans. Cowboys need to move on from Dak. Overrated, not worth the money, and coming off of a major injury. Time to move on. Okay, where are we moving on to? Who we bringing in to replace Dak? Jacoby Brissett, Cam Newton. Trying to think other free agent quarterbacks out there. Mike Glennon. Who we? Andy Dalton. Who we moving on to? Ryan Fitzpatrick. Nathan Peterman. Who we moving on to? Oh, I forgot. Marcus Mariota is out there. You let me know which one of those you want. Cam Newton would be interesting. Teddy Bridgewater would be fun. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to Jacoby Brissett. But right now, at this very moment, none of them are better than Dak Prescott. Dak knows your system. Dak knows your environment. The players believe in Dak. They don't believe in Andy Dalton. They certainly don't believe in Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci! What's a DiNucci? Who's the Ben DiNucci out there running at the quarterback spot? I'm just letting you know that ain't what it is in Dallas. Garrett Gilbert, that's where you want to go? That's who you want running the show in Dallas? So in other words, y'all don't want to compete for the NFC East. Y'all don't want another chip in Dallas. You just want to move on from Dak. That's all you really want. I'm just saying, let me know what we're doing. I know the Cowboys have a very high draft pick. I know there is a realistic possibility that they could get, maybe, one of the top two quarterbacks in the draft. I doubt it. I don't think Justin Fields is going to fall down to number 9 or wherever the Cowboys are. Let me look and see where they are in the NFL draft, upcoming draft. I don't think they're all the way down to. Let me see. NFL draft order 2021. 28 more rows. Let's see what they are. What these rows are. Hate when I gotta accept cookies when I Google stuff. And then y'all, oh God, for Christ's sake. Cowboys are number 10. Cowboys are number 10. So let's look and see who's before them. Jacksonville, they're going to go with, the kid out of Clemson. The Jets might go with Justin Fields, FYI. Dolphins won't get a quarterback. Falcons might take a quarterback. Bengals are not going to take a quarterback. The Eagles at number 6 might take a quarterback. Detroit Lions at number 7 might take a quarterback. Carolina Panthers at number 8 might take a quarterback. Number 9, Denver, might not take a quarterback. And then your Cowboys. I don't see it. You're going to end up with that kid out of Brigham Young. That's going to be your quarterback. Pay Dak Prescott. Pay him. It doesn't have to be as bad as you are trying to make it out to be. And let me get to the Russell Wilson thing before I get too far off into it. Keisha Kelly, Black College Experience Queen. What's up? I put back on the Tuskegee shirt today because the women are ranked number 22 in the women's basketball college poll for the first time, and I want to rock with that. I'm rocking with it. What's the beat? I want to rock with them. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
I called about the Tuskegee t-shirt, AJ.
You know I'm trying to be in the know. I'm following the leader. Keisha Kelly is rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. Just give me a beat. I'm rocking with the beat.
Listen, you represent for Tuskegee. I'm representing for Walter Sweetness Payton today. I ain't never written bio that doggone long. It took me almost 2 hours, but today I am rocking with Walter Payton.
Baby, those things don't write themselves, and who better to write it than you?
I love the shirt. I love the shirt. Yes, the women's basketball team is ranked number 22, the first time in over 20 years that they are literally ranked again. So we're excited for them. We're excited. I'm trying to get them to actually do a write-up and do an article for them over in the Tuskegee area. I sent some information over to them, but yeah, we're really excited for Tuskegee.
I am. I saw your post about it. I dug in, did a little research and said, "Yup, I'm rolling with that. I'm rolling with that." So I'm real excited about it. Real excited about their run. Would love to see them go all the way because what better recognition for an HBCU than to win the whole doggone thing.
Absolutely. But yeah, I just want to call in and say that I truly love the shirt. I love it. Thank you for representing for the Lady Tigers.
You already know. When I tell you I'm all in, I'm loving every second of this. So tell us about this Walter Payton bio and where we can check that out.
So, of course, I went down the week of doing SWAC Legends, and today just so happened to be Walter Payton. And it's so funny because I'm in the T-shirt, somebody else is in the sweatshirt. And so, through the week, I started off with John Stallworth, which, of course, is from Alabama A&M. We went over to Jerry Rice. Yesterday was Aeneas Williams. Today just happened to be Walter Payton. So, of course, it's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And at the end, I'm going to do a compilation and just put all of those pictures on the website to show, to highlight. Now, to go back and do all the history, I can't tell you that's going to happen. But it just takes a while. It takes a while to actually go through there. And I've enjoyed going through there doing it. But just to look at some of the accolades, it was so extensive. I had to stop typing. It was just so much stuff.
You know what? And that's why I had to tell somebody. They were talking about, J.J. Watt has done more for, people and all that than anyone ever in the league. And I'm like, there's a reason why the award is named after Walter Payton. If you just do a little bit of history, you'll see Walter was not just legit on the field. Walter was the man in several different communities.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Keisha Kelly, we love you to life. And I mean that. I love everything that you do. I love everything that you represent. And I love the way you represent it. Tell everybody how they can find you and follow you.
So you can follow me on Instagram at Black College Experience, on Twitter, Black College EXP, on Facebook, The Black College Experience. Starting next week, we will be streaming, and look for us tomorrow because I'm officially back on the field tomorrow as Southern University and Alabama State take on each other tomorrow in Montgomery. Super excited to be back in that space, but just keep in mind the last time that they played, it was a 64-6, so it was a very lopsided game. They will have a new coach since then, so it's going to be an interesting game. Very excited to just be back in that element around my people.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to be following you for score updates so I can keep my power rankings going. Of course, Primetime got a big win over Edwin Waters, so we got to move him up the power rankings. So, we got to keep it going.
Absolutely. You take care.
All right, Keisha, love you. Keisha Kelly, Black College Experience Queen, right here on the lunch break. We'll be right back right after these messages on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
To do your testing, and you always need to be sticking your fingers. The new way to live your life with diabetes is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body, and it continuously monitors your glucose levels, helping you spend more time in range and freeing you from painful finger pricks. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call U.S. Medical Supply today for a free benefits check. We offer free shipping, 90-day supplies, and we bill Medicare or your insurance directly. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. 800-633-1378. That's 800-633-1378.
Baby, I got your money.
Are you looking for a tax company that will get you the maximum credits and deductions? Or a tax company that can get you a same-day loan up to $9,500? Well, Global One Tax Services on 6002 Antoine Drive is the tax company that is dedicated to getting you your maximum refund. Call us for an appointment or for our mobile services. That's right, Global One Tax is now mobile. Now, you don't have to leave your home. Call 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Get your full return. You deserve it. You've earned it. Global One Tax Services. Get ready. Get set. Go global.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Hey, you want some sports with your lunch? Well, tune in to the legendary KYOK at the lunch break. And I'm Raven Rogers.
Yeah, man. We flashing back right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Throwback Thursday and Black History Month right here on the legendary KYOK. It's also tax season, and Global One Tax wants to be your tax preparer. They will even come to your home so you can get your taxes done. If you want to reach out, call Shannon Hinton, 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565 for Global One Tax Services. They'll get you the most for your refund. All right, let me pull this down real quick. Again, I want to appreciate Keisha Kelly, man. I meant what I said. Love her. Love the way she does, what she does, how she does it. If you want to know about black college stuff, HBCU stuff, you got to get it from the Black College Experience. Got to get it from them. So Black College Experience, inc.com is the website. I've got it up on my in the links of the intro of the show. So be sure to check her out. All right. So I was talking about the whole Dak Prescott thing, and y'all are killing me on this deal. Who are the Cowboys going to move on to? A lot of Cowboy fans don't like Dak for whatever reason. I'll be quiet. I'm gonna hush. I'm gonna hush. Best quarterback y'all have had in a long time. I know y'all love Tony Romo. Best quarterback y'all have had in a long time. I know y'all love Troy Aikman. Give Dak Prescott an Emmitt Smith. Give Dak Prescott a Michael Irving. Give Dak Prescott that offensive line and that defense. You'll get the same results as you got from Troy Aikman. Notice I said all of those elements. Dak's line has deteriorated. Dak's defense has definitely deteriorated. That's secondary. Oh, my gosh. They got the right running back. They got the right receivers. Offensive line, defensive line, secondary. Fix those three things. You're going to get what you want out of Dak. You're going to get what you want and need out of Dak. Erica Agnew, I love him. Hashtag Dak. Erica, you're in the minority. These folks think that franchise quarterbacks grow on trees. They don't. You're going to end up with a Mike Glennon. You're going to end up with a Ryan Fitzpatrick. You're going to end up with Andy Dalton again. That's what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with that kid out of BYU. And trust me, he ain't no Justin Herbert. I'm sorry, I forgot. He don't have that Creole slang. Erica, he ain't like us. He ain't got no Creole in him. Keith Hennick, if Jared Jones does not pay Dak, it indicates that he has truly lost his mind. Erica, Keith Hennick lost all of it. I agree. I'm telling you, man, Jerry, I really don't think it's Jerry. I'll be honest with you. I think it's Steven. I think Jerry wants to pay Dak. I think Steven is the problem. I really do. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I can't say what I want to say about Jerry. Jerry is one of them guys, if you tickle him the right way, he'll tell you everything. Oh, okay, all right, just take the money. Stop. Stephen Jones is probably not even ticklish. Stephen Jones is the guy, you're all up under his armpits and stuff. He's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to tickle you to get some money out of you. I'm not ticklish. Jerry, you get him the right way. Stop it. Here, take all the money. What you want, take it. It's Steven. He ain't paying. He don't want to pay Dak. If they franchise Dak again, you know what it's all about. You know what it's all about. Erica, the franchise tag is like you're married to somebody, but they literally make you try to become their wife every year again. Like we've been together for 29 years, and every year I gotta officially re-up. It's crazy. You're my choice at quarterback, but I'm just gonna put you on a 1-year trial. I'm just trying you out for another year. See if something better comes along. That's craziness. All Dak has done from day one is overachieved. Dak has done more for this franchise in a very transitional period for them. So, okay, Cowboy fans, y'all want some more Andy Dalton? You got him. Y'all want to take your chances in the draft and end up with that kid out of BYU? You got it. You want to go with Mike Glennon? You got it. You want to go with Nick Foles? You got it. That's what you want? That's what you want. I don't want to hear your mouth, though, when you get what you want. Where's Todd? Has anybody talked to Todd? Todd tried to come in here with that nonsense. Oh, Andy Dalton is a cheaper version of Dak, and they can pay Andy 20 rather than pay Dak 40, and they can still do good. They were 6-10 under Andy Dalton. That's still the game plan? But if somebody else snatches them up, we'll be sitting here looking stupid. Dallas. You're right. Let Chicago get Dak Prescott. Let them Bears get Dak and watch something. I want to see something. I'm trying to see something. Baby, I got to wipe my mouth because that thing got good to me. You know how your food get good to you? Let Mike Tomlin get his hands on Dak Prescott and let it work with that offensive line a little bit. Dak Prescott, Mike Tomlin, fix that offensive line, get some kind of running game to go along with that defense in Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I saved the best for last. Hey, Carolyn Richards, how you doing, Queen? I saved the best for last. Let Dak hit the free market. If I'm Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis, I kick Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill to the curb. To the curb. If you don't get up out of here, I treat them like they're a stray cat. Get out of here. And I get Dak Prescott in New Orleans with Alvin Kamara, with Michael Thomas, and we roll. Baby, I'm Who Dat Nation. I'll be second lining in church. I'll second line up in the pulpit. I'll second line through the sermon. I'll second line during the invitation. I'll second line during the offering. Play with me. Hey, Santoria Black, man? I got to have you on the show, sir. Got to have you on the show. Please let me know when we can make that happen. I'd be honored. I'm telling you now. You let Dak Prescott hit the street. I'm Mickey Loomis. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose one. Y'all saw 8 Mile? Did y'all see 8 Mile during the battles? Future said, choose something. I'll choose one of them jokers, either Jameis or Taysom Hill, to back up Dak, and we rolling. We rolling. Erica Agnew said, oh, I think I'd become a Saints fan then. LOL. You better know it. Child, listen. Listen to me. Listen, Linda, listen. Dak Prescott in New Orleans, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So, Cowboy fans, keep fooling around if you want to. You're going to be looking at Andy Dalton and Ryan Fitzpatrick as your quarterbacks. Andy Dalton and Ryan Fitzpatrick going to be your quarterback. Dallas going to do something real risque. They're going to trade. They're going to trade with the Washington football team and bring in Taylor Heineke. That's going to be the new quarterback of America's team, Taylor Heineke. Him and Jerry Jones think alike. They like the same political, kind of stuff. So that might be the answer. Let me get to this Russell Wilson thing, too, before I get off of it. I'm waiting on Chris Gardner from Houston Roundball Review to come in. Keith Hennig said, I really would hate to see Dak in a Saints uniform. Yeah, that would mess up y'all's flow in Tampa. I'm just saying, that would mess some things up for y'all. If we had half a quarterback in New Orleans during the playoffs, it would have been something. But we had no quarterback, no arm. Dude couldn't throw past 7 yards. I don't mean no disrespect. I know it was Drew Brees. All right, I got to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to talk about Russell Wilson up in Seattle. That's the craziest thing to me in the world. How do you get crossways with Russell Wilson? Russell, I love the Lord and all his children, Wilson, and you got crossways with him. That makes no sense. Seattle don't even. Y'all think it's bad down there on Kirby Drive and Fannin? It's bad in Seattle when they get crossways with I love the Lord and his children, Russell Wilson. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
Now, in-home or in-office do-it-yourself COVID-19 testing is available to you, and the results are 99% accurate. Save your time and be safe by avoiding the lines and crowds. You can test yourself and your family members at home. Test your employees at work, making sure your workplace is safe. Simply call Citation Bioscience at the number we're about to give you to order your COVID-19 testing kits. When they arrive, follow the simple instructions and send them back to us with our prepaid shipping. Results are ready the next day in 95% of the cases. And remember, they are 99% accurate and reimbursable by your insurance company. Save your time, stay safe, and avoid the crowds. Order your COVID-19 kits now by calling this number now. Pricing starts at $119 and discounts are available for larger orders. Call now. 800-247-8046. 800-247-8046. That's 800-247-8046.
Do you watch television? Of course you do. Then have you tried Dish TV from All American Dish yet? No? Well, now is a great time because we're giving everyone that calls today a 2-year locked-in price. Your rate will not change for 2 years. The clock is ticking. Call now, get Dish, and get your price locked in for 2 years and save yourself some money. Dish has your favorite TV programs, even Netflix and Amazon Prime built into the DVR. You can even watch Dish anywhere you have an internet connection. Plus, we've even got awesome discounts for the military and seniors. Oh, and one more thing. Call All American Dish now and we'll even give you a free Google TV voice remote, free installation, and free equipment. Don't wait. Call All American Dish now.
800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. That's 800-296-1302.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they were able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
Brandy Nelson, Mac, what up, though? What up, though, Brandy? How you doing? All right, y'all, back here on The Lunch Break, Black History Month, Throwback Thursday, celebrating the Tuskegee University Lady Tigers, ranked number 22 in the women's basketball coaching poll for Division II. First time in a bunch of years, so I got to give some love to them today. You know, I always rock HBCUs on Thursday anyway, but I did a repeat of Tuskegee for the Lady Tigers. I'm so proud of y'all ladies. Y'all keep it going. Shout out! All right, so now we pull this music down so I can get to this Russell Wilson thing. Where's Erica Agnew at? Erica, okay, so let me tell you something. Russell Wilson is a Christian's Christian. Like, Russell Wilson loves God. He loves Jesus. He loves the Holy Spirit or the Holy Ghost. He loves all the angels. He loves the seraphim and all of them. You know, the ones that had 2 wings to veil their feet and 2 wings to veil their face and 2 wings to fly so the world can't do me no harm. Russell Wilson loves all of them. Russell Wilson loves all the wayward children of the Lord. Russell Wilson loves all the good children of the Lord. I mean, Russell loves everybody. It's 2 dudes that are by far the nicest dudes in the sport. One of them was Andrew Luck. He don't play no more. Andrew Luck would like, man, you tackle him and drive him in the ground. Andrew be like, nice hit, nice hit. Russell Wilson is the other dude. Russell don't cuss. He don't drink. Russell literally told Sierra he was not going to have relations with her before they got married. How do you get crossways with that dude? How do you have a problem with him? Like, it just don't make no sense. And here's the Erica. I'm just talking to Erica now. Y'all can listen in. Here's the crazy part. They're treating Russell Wilson like back in the days when the then presidents, Reagan, Clinton, Bush and them, said, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Russell Wilson is not a terrorist. What in the world are you treating him like? You don't negotiate with terror. If Russell Wilson says he wants to be involved in some of the personnel decisions, given his history, given his personality, given his faith, given his commitment to doing things the right way, one thing that you can bank on is this guy is not just in it for himself. This guy's just trying to do whatever he can do to help make the team better. And it's always funny to me how people say, oh, well, the players should just shut up and play and let the owners own and the general managers do their thing and the coaches coach. But they forget that it's the players that have to execute all of those things with the stuff, I'll just say stuff, that the owners, general managers, and coaches throw their way. Who better to know what kind of offensive tackle or offensive guard or tight end fits your system than the person that actually has to make the system work? Let me put it in layman's terms. Have you ever worked for a company and you rarely, and I mean rarely, saw the owner of the company? But you got all these rules coming down from corporate. Oh, you got to do this, and you can't do that, and you have to do this, and you're going to get fired if you don't do that. And you, who does it every day, you put the actual finger to the button and make it work. You know this is an unnecessary step. We're already doing that over here. We're already doing that over there. And if we didn't have to do that over there, this thing would go a lot smoother. But you still find a way to make it work and make everybody happy. It's the same thing with Russell Wilson. Yeah, he's just a player, but he's the employee that makes everything that they throw at him work. When they call a bad play, guess who tries to make the play work? Russell Wilson. When somebody misses their block, guess who tries to salvage the play? Russell Wilson. When somebody doesn't know their route, when somebody, falls down and everything just falls apart. Who is it that tries to make what just happened work out in spite of the fact that it just happened? Russell Wilson. I could take Russell Wilson off of that and say the exact same thing about Deshaun Watson. I can say the exact same thing because it ain't about race. I can say the exact same thing about Aaron Rodgers. I can say the exact same thing about Tom Brady. One thing I loved about Peyton Manning when he played, he knew what every single person on the field was supposed to do when they were supposed to do it. He was on a play and got pressure from the backside, and I can't say the words that he said, but he said, "Darn it, Dallas," because Dallas Clark had missed his block, and the man that Dallas Clark was supposed to block was now pressuring Peyton Manning, and they had Peyton mic'd up. And I was fascinated by that because he knew exactly who was supposed to block the guy that was giving him pressure from the backside. Why not let that person be involved in personnel decisions? Why not let that person, I'm not saying have the final say, but I'm saying have some say. If the ultimate goal is for the organization to win a championship, why do you have these rigid, rudimentary, prehistoric, Cro-Magnon man ways of doing things? Like you're going to lose some kind of authority or respect out on the street because your quarterback is involved in personnel decisions. Your quarterback is involved in game planning. Heck, if Bill O'Brien had brought Deshaun Watson in some of the game planning and some of the personnel decisions, he might still have a job. Russell Wilson, this is Keith Hennig. Russell Wilson is my personal favorite NFL quarterback, extraordinary player and a fine young man. Seahawks better take good care of him. They don't negotiate with terrorists. And Russell Wilson wanting to be more involved in personnel decisions and trying not to be the most sacked quarterback in NFL history for the umpteenth year in a row, they don't want to get his input on what type of guard or tackle or tight end that they should have on the line. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. It's just so dumb, it doesn't make sense. People would much rather protect the historical process. Oh, well, coaches coach, general managers manage, and owners own. Players just need to shut up and play. That's historical process. Things have changed a little bit. Now players are more, kind of a la carte players. And you need the right kind of players that fit the right kind of system to get the right kind of results. And sometimes you need more eyes looking at it than just one. Just a general manager, a coach, and an owner. Why not your franchise quarterback? It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So we'll see. Because I'm telling you right now, if Russell Wilson hits the street, if Russell Wilson demands a trade and wants out of Seattle, that's a wrap for Seattle. That's a wrap for Seattle. Remember, Seattle was getting ready to go with which Flynn? One of them Flynns. I get the political Flynn and the football Flynn mixed up. That was going to be their quarterback, Flynn. They got him from the Green Bay Packers. And they realized in training camp he couldn't play as good as Russell Wilson. So they got rid of Flynn and went with Wilson and went to 2 Super Bowls. Before that, it was one of those Hasselbeck brothers who, come on, please, let's stop playing. Who's the best quarterback in Seattle history not named Russell Wilson? Jim Zorn? I'm just saying, if they lose Russell Wilson, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't care if they bring in Cam. I don't care if they bring in Bridgewater. I don't care if they bring in Jameis Winston. I don't care if they bring in, whoever. Yeah, Matt Flynn. I don't care. It's a wrap. So, once again, all these, players should just shut up and play, and owners are the owners, and the general managers are the general managers, and the coaches are the coaches. How's that working out for you? How'd that work out in Houston? How's that working out in Seattle? Seattle treating Russell Wilson like they don't negotiate with terrorists. He's not a terrorist. He's a great guy on and off the field. Not one bit selfish. Not one bit all about himself. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on here. Let's get a COVID-19 update, and we'll get back to it on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. If you want in, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. Text me or call me. Text me, 832-403-5005, 832-403-5005. It's the lunch break.
What you need to know today. Stacey Abrams, the former and perhaps future Georgia gubernatorial candidate, is scheduled to testify today at a U.S. House hearing on federal electoral policy. Her testimony caps a busy week in which her organization, Fair Fight Action, has launched a multi-million-dollar ad campaign warning that legislation to restrict absentee balloting in Georgia could harm Republicans as much as Democrats. Georgia Republicans approved a measure requiring more identification for absentee voting. Recent data shows that almost 1 year into the coronavirus pandemic, students continue to suffer from learning loss. According to an analysis by McKinsey & Company, if school closures continue this year, Black students would earn over $2,000 a year less. And to make up for lost learning once the pandemic ends, the report suggests targeted instruction and tutoring for small groups of students for the next year. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com.
Hey, this is Raven Rogers from the University of Oregon 800 meters, NCAA, three-time NCAA champ, art major, Spanish fluent, Houston native right here. And you're listening to The Lunch Break with KYOK.
All right, y'all. Back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Let me shout out to Yolanda Gale Ford, Minister Larry Scott, Denise Scott, those good folks, the Not So Christian in Me show. Good stuff from them. Don't forget, it is Black History Month. African Imports still have your Black History specials and apparel. All you got to do is go by African Imports in the Greens Point Mall, right near the food court. When you get in there, tell Opie you heard it on KYOK in the lunch break. You'll get 10% off your purchase. You can call them 281-875-0056, 281-875-0056. All right, let's see. We got a bunch of text messages on Dak Prescott. AJ, the problem with Dallas is they have mediocre players that they fall in love with and never let go. Dak Prescott. Yeah, okay. All right, if that's the case, then tell me this. Why weren't the Cowboys ever able to win a game when Tony Romo got hurt? Kellen Moore couldn't win one. I can't even remember his name. Kid out of Oklahoma State. He couldn't win one. No quarterback that year could win one until they got Dak. Until they got Dak. I mean, I'm not saying that Dak is the end-all, be-all, but you want more of Andy Dalton. You want more of Mike Glennon, Ryan Fitzpatrick. You're acting like there's a former Super Bowl winning NFL MVP. I mean, the only NFL MVP that's out there, free agent, is Cam Newton. And y'all talk trash about him in New England. So you tell me who you. I keep trying to tell people, you don't give up a guy and just automatically get a guy because you lost a guy. If the Texans lose Deshaun Watson, there is no rule in the league that says they're going to get an Aaron Rodgers back. There's no rule that says they're going to get a Tom Brady back. It could be A.J. McCarron era. It could be, Nick Foles, Mitchell Trubisky, Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen. Those could be your quarterbacks. Let me hit the top of the hour. We'll be right back after this on the lunch break. Legendary KYOK.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. I'm go to the house. I'm go to the house. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. All this hollering, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No, game is not over. It is first hour on the books, second hour underway here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Black History Month, Throwback Thursday, and, it's HBCU T-shirt day. I'm rocking Tuskegee University, founded in 1881. Women, Lady Tigers, ranked 22 in the women's basketball coaches poll for Division II. Love it. Got to give them nothing but love on the show today. I just got a phone call. Let me get it in. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, Ferdinand.
What's up, brother?
Hey.
Not much. Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson era is over for us winning the championship.
Wait, say that again now. You said what now?
For
and I'll have to
Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, I believe, man, that it's come to an end for us winning a championship because sometimes chemistry can go away, and I believe that's what has happened.
Ferdinand, you got crosstalk. I can't make out what you're saying.
Here I come. Hold, give me 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, no problem. Ferdinand ordering some lunch and trying to tell us about Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson, and we want to get him in. Ferdinand, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear now.
No, sometimes change is better.
Yeah.
And I think Russell, man, it's time to find another team. You don't want to have the talent that Russell Wilson have and get caught up in a team that's just not going to produce any more fruit. I just think Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I agree with you. I don't understand this fan mentality that a guy is supposed to, run for his life for his entire career, be sacked and hit more than any other quarterback year after year, and just supposed to just shut up and take it. This is not Matt Hasselbeck. This is not Matt Flynn. This is not Jim Zorn. We're talking about Russell Wilson. And like you said, put him on a team with an offensive line that's going to protect him. That dude can do some great things. He got Seattle to 2 Super Bowls. He's got it in his DNA. I'd like to see him on a better team if they're going to treat him like that.
Yeah. Hey, Jay, the thing about it is, I would like Russell to go somewhere else, and I would like Dak to go somewhere else. You ain't got to be arguing about no contracts, man.
Yeah,
no. You just go ahead and go to other teams. Now, I would love to see Russell in New Orleans. I would love to see Dak in New Orleans. And so if they could go somewhere else and somebody doesn't appreciate them, because both of those guys are talented. We're not talking about, injury-prone guys. We're talking about guys who've proven to be quarterbacks in the NFL and good quarterbacks. So I would love to see them make to go somewhere else.
Yeah, no, you and me both. And New Orleans and Pittsburgh would benefit from both of them in their organizations if their respective teams don't want them.
Well, I believe that Ben will be back another year. And that's all I give Ben is another year. I really don't want to give him that much. But I do think that he realizes that he let his team down this past season. He really did. And it's because of mental errors. Ben have made mental errors the last 4 or 5 years. Those interceptions that Ben threw it late in the game, he could have very well helped his team go forward. But mentally, I don't know what it's going to take. And they're going to get it corrected mentally because he has some mental collapses, man, that just shouldn't be. Mike Tomlin and his crew should have more rings, and I would love to see it before, he does retire. I would love to see him and Brady go at it. We couldn't see Breeze and Brady go at it, but I would love to see him and Brady go at it.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not interested in Ben coming back another year. I get why he is. I get that they can renegotiate his contract, restructure his deal. I get all that, but man, I'd rather move on. I'd rather move on and take a look at another quarterback there. Whether it be Dwayne Haskins, whether it be Cam Newton, whether it be somebody like that, than to see more of the same decline from Ben Roethlisberger.
I totally agree. I mean, after the past season, I'd say, Ben, look, I don't want to coach about Art Rooney. Look, no harm, no foul. I'm not in right now negotiating a contract, taking less money. I just want to go ahead and go forward because he's hurting the team, AJ.
Right.
And not only is he hurting the team, he's making Mike Tomlin look bad. Sometimes you can stay with a quarterback too long and it'll ruin you.
That's what you call a quarterback killer right there. That's what you call. And there's 2 guys that I don't want to see come back: Ben Roethlisberger and Drew Brees. Those are the 2 quarterbacks I don't want to see back.
I'm ready for him to go, AJ. I mean, no disrespect, but both of those guys have really hurt their teams the last couple of years. And AJ, they had teams that could have very well competed in the Super Bowl.
Right.
But mentally, those guys and their age and their talent, that shouldn't be a mental collapse.
Yep.
That deep in the season. And it happened repeatedly. And so those guys, I mean, at some point, AJ, we got to all walk away.
Yep.
Age tells us that.
Yep.
You can't baby don't stay on infamy all his life, AJ.
Yep.
Baby moves on. So that's all I'm saying.
No, I'm with you, brother. I appreciate the call. Y'all be safe out there as always, Ferdinand.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Caller of the year 2017, Ferdinand, and my sister in the background. Nothing but love for y'all. Keith Hennig said, perfect scenario. Russell Wilson goes to 49ers and beats Seattle twice a year. There are 2 teams on that West Coast that if they get their hands on Russell Wilson, it's going to be a problem. Seattle, if another team gets their hands on Russell Wilson, it's going to be a problem. One of them is San Francisco. Other one is the Raiders. And hear me when I say I don't want John Gruden and Mike Mayock to get their hands on Russell Wilson. But if they do, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem on that West Coast. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully none of that comes down to that. All right, I've been avoiding the Rockets because Chris Gardner is going to be calling in shortly. But, man, I did not like what I saw last night. Didn't like it at all. Spurs lost to Oklahoma City 102-99. That was their first game back in, 4 games? They missed 4 games since February 14th. DeJounte Murray balled out. 27 points, 9 rebounds in the loss. They were without LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan, as well as a couple of their other young starters due to COVID-19. So we'll see if they can bounce back when they host New Orleans Saturday at 7. New Orleans is on a roll. Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson are a tandem to be dealt with. They are a tandem that has figured some stuff out. And I don't know about you, but come playoff time, it's not going to be a lot of teams that want to fool with New Orleans if they get there. If they get there. That's if they get there. Last night, New Orleans beat Detroit 128-118. Zion Williamson, 32 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and none of his points came from the three-point line. Brandon Ingram, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 of his points came from the three-point line. Those 2 young players are a problem. And, oh, yeah, that's who San Antonio has next. So I'll wait till Chris Gardner gets on before we talk about the Rockets. I told somebody earlier today that it ain't worry time yet. It ain't worry time yet. So, yeah, I'll talk about that with Chris Gardner. All right, don't forget now, Black History Month ends. Black History Month is ending this week. So, if you want to get in on those Black History Month specials at African Imports, got to do it now. Got to do it now. It's last week for that. So, again, call my brother Opie over there, 281-875-0056, 281-875-0056. Tell him you heard it right here on KYOK in the lunch break so you can get in on that before that special ends this week. All right? All right. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with more right after this. It's the lunch break, Black History Month, and Throwback Thursday.
Attention business owners, listen carefully to this important message. Are you tired of struggling with monthly bookkeeping or always being behind? Maybe you're fed up with paying your CPA ridiculously high hourly rates for subpar services. At Finance Pal, we know your pain. We're small business owners who understand your tax and accounting needs. At Finance Pal, we take over your books and design a program custom tailored to fit your needs. Whether it's bookkeeping, payroll, bill pay, inventory tracking, or taxes, we have you covered. We handle some or all of these services for one flat, affordable, low monthly fee. Stop worrying about your books and drowning in paperwork. Let us worry while you focus on growing your business. The setup is easy, and we give you the tools and technology to make your monthly finances streamlined and organized. Call now for a free business assessment.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, maybe losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680. I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who've helped people that have been injured or wronged. Have you been diagnosed with cancer? Are you one of the millions who have taken Zantac or other generic versions of this popular drug to help treat stomach issues? Then pay close attention to this message. The FDA said it detected low levels of a probable cancer-causing chemical known as NDMA in Zantac and other generic forms of this popular drug. They've banned sales and even removed it from the market. If you've been diagnosed with cancer and you've taken Zantac or a generic equivalent, call the legal helpline now. You could receive a free cash award and have your medical expenses covered. And there's no upfront cost to you. They only get paid if you win. So please call now. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. 800-251-7816. That's 800-251-7816.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
Man, I just saw something. I just saw something. I just saw something. I just saw something. And the only way it can happen. Well, let me tell you what I saw first, and then I will tell you the only way it can happen. Stop the music. AJ, stop the music. All right, I will. One of my colleagues tweeted out, why on earth would Russell Wilson want to play for Jerry Jones? And that's Kris Williamson, award-winning broadcast journalist for Newhouse Sports and SNY TV. Why on earth would Russell Wilson want to play for Jerry Jones? Imagine this. If the Cowboys were to trade Dak Prescott to Seattle for Russell Wilson, I would put on the star, the blue, the silver, and the white. I would put it on. I would put it on. I'm a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. But other than that, I'm a fan of players. And I'm a fan of Russell Wilson. I'm a fan. So if he goes to Dallas, I'm rocking with Dallas. If he goes to Indy, I'm rocking with Indy. If he goes to Cleveland, I'm rocking with Cleveland. Wherever Russell Wilson goes, I'm going. If Russell Wilson does like Hulk Hogan and turns from the good guy to the NWO, I'm rocking with the NWO. I'm just telling you. If he runs with the Wolfpack, I'm running with the Wolfpack. I love Russell Wilson. And that would be dope. If the Cowboys were to trade Dak to Seattle, I'll still rock with Seattle. For Russell Wilson, oh, baby. Oh, man. But the only way that could happen is if Dak Prescott agreed to a contract that they could trade, because right now he's technically not under contract. He would have to sign either the franchise tag or a contract for them to be able to trade him, because technically he's not under contract. So, yeah, that would be dope. All right, Chris Gardner just popped in, so let me get him in. Because I've been waiting on this cat. I've been waiting on this cat like a little kid on Christmas Eve, trying to hurry him go to bed so they can hurry him wake up on Christmas Day and open up their present. Chris, what's going on, man?
What it do, brother? What it do, family? How y'all doing out there?
I ain't got your intro or nothing, man.
Don't need it.
I've been waiting on you, man. I've been waiting on you.
Don't need it. What's up on the agenda?
And I know you got answers.
I do what I can, brother, as always.
Chris, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. Survived the winter storm. Me and my mom stayed warm. Power didn't go out too long. About 3 hours on, I think, Wednesday. And, you know, she's up there in age and disabled. So I was crossing fingers and toes that power wouldn't go out too long. So those 3 hours were enough. So we coped. a lot better than other people, you know, in the city and county and state. So we did okay.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to hear that it wasn't that bad for you. Mine went out on Monday early and did not come back on till late Thursday. The water didn't come back on until Friday. So I'm glad you didn't have to endure that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I really am. Listen, stay right there, man. I got to take a quick break, Kris. And when we come back, man, we got a bunch of questions. I literally have been capturing fan questions all week long about the Rockets, and I'm going to just read them off to you. You can just pop them out as you see fit, and we'll do that in just a few minutes, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, y'all, we'll be right back with Kris Gardner right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Baby, I got your money.
Are you looking for a tax company that will get you the maximum credits and deductions? Or a tax company that can get you a same-day loan up to $9,500? Well, Global One Tax Services on 6002 Antoine Drive is the tax company that is dedicated to getting you your maximum refund. Call us for an appointment or for our mobile services. That's right, Global One Tax is now mobile. Now, you don't have to leave your home. Call 281-377-5565. That's 281-377-5565. Get your full return. You deserve it. You've earned it. Global One Tax Services. Get ready. Get set. Go global.
Hi, I'm Linda J. I recently purchased 4 new tires from OMG Tires and More, located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen. TK got me in and out in less than 30 minutes. While there, I got my car washed. Do you need rims for your car? OMG has them too. OMG Tires and More is your one-stop shop for all your tire needs. So give them a call at 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located at 3124 Tidwell between 59 and Jensen on the north side.
Here's an important COVID-19 school system update for your local area. If you're concerned about your child's education, please pay close attention to this message. The current school systems were not set up for at-home learning. If you're worried that your child may not be getting the grades they need to get ahead, may be losing self-confidence, or you're worried about them getting into a good college because of their grades, help is available to you. Call Grade Potential Tutoring. They can help with in-home or online tutoring and help your child with any subject and every grade level, even for test prep. They're experts in the home tutoring and online tutoring field and confident they can help you and your child get better grades today. Call now for your free consultation. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. 800-580-7680. That's 800-580-7680.
The legendary KYOK
right, one jingle
1140
like this.
AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
I got a shout out to Larry Scott, Denise Scott, Natasha Marie, and others on the Not So Christian and Me show every Saturday from 1 to 2. Great show. Great show. All right, Kris, let's get to it, man. Rockets, of course, they had no games last week because of the weather and the storm. Before that, they were riding a 7-game losing streak. And we just knew that something good was going to come out of that. We get the news that they released DeMarcus Cousins. Of course, that got swallowed up by the Tiger Woods story. What went on with that? 1 minute they were releasing him. The next minute they were keeping him until Wood came back. And now he's officially gone. What's the deal there?
Oh, I don't believe they were going to wait until Christian Wood came back. There was just a timing issue of when they wanted to release him, guaranteed contracts. They guaranteed his contract last week for Boogie out of professionalism. I thank you professionally for him and how he worked with the team and the youngsters prior to last week and more time prior to getting released. But it's just the Rockets are going with the short dudes, short ball. You know, I'm done calling it small ball because some of these dudes are not small in weight. They're just short in height, you know, in terms of NBA height. And they saw it last night. Jared Allen, big man from Texas, 26 and 18. It just warms my heart to see a big man still be a big man in the NBA. You know, and Brother John Wall said last night he doesn't like small ball. So he likes a big that can roll to the hoop and finish at the hoop. And Rockets need more tall dudes. I've said that for quite a while, AJ. I think on this show, matter of fact.
Bruh, I like short ball because it's not small ball. I agree 100% with John Wall, and I did not like what I saw on the court last night. And I'm being very patient and realistic. And what I said yesterday, we got Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us on the show. I said yesterday, for the first time in a long time, the Rockets are going through a true rebuild. This isn't Hakeem Olajuwon and the other guys after the championships. This isn't Stevie Francis. This isn't Yao Ming. This isn't Tracy McGrady. This isn't James Harden and pick somebody, Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. This is none of them, and we're going to build from here. Rockets haven't done that in a long time, so I'm trying to be patient. But last night was ugly.
But they haven't called it a rebuild.
They don't have to. We know it.
Or reload.
We see what it is.
Well, we see how important Christian Wood is to this team. Apparently, Christian Wood must be the team MVP.
Yeah.
Because without him, they stink.
Man,
they don't have another skilled, mobile, tall player to do what he does. And new signee Justin Patton, 6'11", big man, young man, 23 years old from Creighton. He can block some shots. He could be a nice backup big. He's mobile enough. He's more mobile than Boogie Cousins. And Boogie Cousins, injuries and father time have taken its toll on him. And DeMarcus wanted to start. He wanted starters minutes. And with C. Wood healthy, that wasn't going to happen. It was just a matter of time before DeMarcus didn't like coming off the bench. But when he started, his defensive liabilities shine through clearly. Opponents just winning him like they go at my man Blake Griffin in Detroit.
Yeah.
When Blake was playing with the Pistons before they decided to sit him down and trying to work out a way to get rid of him.
Yeah, after you sent me the message, I did. I went back and I broke some games down, and he was truly a defensive liability. No matter what he was off the court, no matter what he was as a locker room leader, he was a defensive liability. And coming off those injuries, 20 minutes a game, 10, 8, and 2, it just felt like there's no way the Rockets brought him in thinking that they were going to play him that much and get that little out of him. So, I get it, but where do they go now? Last night cannot be a foreshadowing of where they're going to go without Boogie Cousins and while they're waiting on Christian Wood to come back.
So what are they going to do? You want them to start Justin Patton? Have a legit big man in their starting lineup? It wouldn't hurt me because 6'5", House, 6'7", John Wall, Andor, Eric Gordon, or whoever, Vic at the 2, whatever. That's not tall enough.
Yeah.
Short ball doesn't work if you can't rebound, you can't defend the paint.
Right. Like Big Man had no problem with them last night. Big Man had a career night last night.
He played like a big man is supposed to play against shorter dudes.
Yeah.
And imagine that.
And let me give you one of the questions that came up. RC said, "Is PJ Tucker going to be on this team after the trade deadline?" What's your thought?
It's unlikely. It depends on what they want to return. PJ will give you what he has for as long as he can. But Father Time caught up to him when he had to miss 2 games because of the quad injury. First time in 4 years that he hadn't played it, has not missed a game. Father Time is undefeated. So PJ's not a center. He's not a starting center. We all know that. Rockets are doing it out of desperation right now. But I am not expecting him to be here after the trade deadline. No.
Okay. I got another one for you. JB, What happened to Daniel House? He seems like a shell of himself since the bubble incident.
That would have been more legit prior to the last couple of games. He got out of a shooting slump from three this week, but prior to that, he was bad. And he acknowledged it during media sessions with us. He wasn't playing well, so he had not played well coming off the bench starting. But the last two games, he shot the ball well, but the team defense stunk. David Nwaba, the last week to 10 days, has probably been the best player.
Yeah. There have been some comparisons to Nwaba and Trevor Ariza. Are those valid comparisons in your mind?
I guess the first time Trevor got here with the Rockets, he was more aggressive, attack the rim. David is hard-nosed. He's finally healthy coming off of his Achilles injury. And he's a three-point shooter, very good defender, active on defense, hard-nosed, aggressive, willing to attack the basket. I could see he's a little shorter than Trevor.
Yeah.
But similar. But I think David, he could be a keeper after this season. I'm not sure how many else we can say that about.
Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. MB says, has the Ben McLemore experiment run its course?
Sure looks like it, because if Ben is not knocking down threes, he's really doesn't add anything to the team. I mean, that's just point blank. He had problems with the Rockets last year. Ben just not locked in on defense. He isn't. If fans, go back to last season in the bubble, especially, you could hear teammates calling out, during the game, during live action, Ben, you're in the wrong spot. Ben, you need to be over here. Ben, rotate. Ben, things like that. If he's not knocking down those threes, I don't want to call him useless, but he doesn't add much to the team.
Yeah, that's kind of tough, man, because he's taking up space and minutes.
For now, because Kevin Porter Jr. is coming, KJ Martin's coming. They're coming. It's just a matter of when, probably after the All-Star break. And then they're going to take some spots.
Hold on, Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review. I don't know who mixed that tape up where they had video of Kevin Porter Jr. and James Harden
looking
side
alike, huh?
by side in two different games, doing the same kind of moves and plays. And man, I got lit. Is he legitimately that good? I know it's G League competition, but does he really have that kind of skill set?
He has that potential to be. I mean, that is what the Rockets hope, obviously, that he becomes their James Harden. That's why they're willing to take a chance on him after how he ended his time in Cleveland. Because don't forget, he got into a beef with the GM in Cleveland.
Right.
That's a no-no.
Right.
But because he's talented and has potential, the Rockets were willing to take a flyer on him. And if they didn't, another NBA team would have, because of his potential and his skills. But Kevin Porter Jr. has had issues throughout much of his young life. And it's up to him to get those resolved, because if he can, and then untap that potential, then you will see a supremely talented, gifted basketball player get things done at the point with the Rockets, according to Stephen Silas.
Yeah.
Like James Harden did.
Right.
At the point.
Right. JY85 says, I'm sorry, he's got a lot of stuff in between there. I kind of highlighted what I wanted to say. Okay. The new general manager can't blame Daryl Morey. Why can't he go out and find a big man?
Like who? Like Justin Patton? Like Ray Spalding? I mean, I touched on this a month or so ago, that maybe this year is just one of those seasons when injuries bite you in the behind all the time. Spalding came in as a big man, got hurt in his first game.
Right, sure did.
I mean, that's just, the Rockets could be snake bit. That's not a cop-out, but that's just how things look right now. New big man comes up to the league, to the NBA, two-way contract, gets hurt, Achilles, first game, to go along with Chris Clemens. Early preseason, basically. Achilles. Nwaba's coming back from an Achilles. John Wall can't play back-to-back games. Vic can't play back-to-back games. Aaron Gordon dealing with a groin. P.J. Tucker, Mr. Iron Man, quad injury, has to miss 2 games. Christian Wood, ankle, twice. Second time was maybe even third time. Third time was the most severe. Pick a player. It's like, who hasn't been injured on this team this year?
Let me ask you a question, Chris, and this is from me. I'm not. You know Rafael better than I do. Rafael Stone, new general manager for the Rockets. How is it that San Antonio, Dallas, and some other teams can go and find these diamonds in the rough overseas, but the Rockets don't seem to be able to do that? Daryl Morey couldn't do it. I don't know if Rafael can or not. You know, and again, a lot of these guys weren't on. I'm not talking about Kristaps Porzingis and those kind of guys, but a lot of these guys weren't on anybody's radar per se. But they get them in, they coach them up, and now all of a sudden they've got a very serviceable diamond in the rough big.
You talk about a big because the Rockets have one of those, Jay Sean Tate. Rafael Stone brought him from overseas. He played at Ohio State, Ohio State in college, but he got it from overseas. Diamond in the rough, and he is part of their future. And unfortunately, they're playing him at center sometimes in that short ball. That's too much to ask for him. You know, he's 6'4", 6'5".
I was saying, I'm thinking the 6'9", 6'10", 6'11". Where?
But see, those guys, international players, that tall, do not play in the post. They play on the perimeter. If you want a tall post player, he's got to be in America. Think about it. How many post players are from overseas now? There's no more Dreams, no more Tim Duncans. Who from overseas? Patrick Ewing from Jamaica. Who from overseas, big man, is skilled and plays with his back to the basket besides Joel Embiid?
Doesn't Boban? I know he don't play a lot.
Okay, well, if that's your best
I know.
answer, you're answering your own question. Yeah.
After I said it, I was like, that ain't a good example.
But I mean, that's where we are. Because international players, big players, they shoot from the perimeter. They shoot threes. They don't spend a lot of time in the post.
Let me change the whole conversation real quick. We'll come right back to it. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, Throwback Thursday, Black History Month. Is there any validity to the truth that the Mavericks may be trying to move Kristaps Porzingis? I know Mark Cuban got offended about those rumors and comments, but sometimes that's the cover for the smoke that's really underneath the fire.
I think it's possible. I don't believe it'll happen this season. Summertime maybe, but Kristaps, injuries, his defense is garbage. It's just falling off a cliff. He's no longer mobile enough, quick enough, agile enough to get things done defensively. The Mavs defense, which was a problem for most of this season, got better when he didn't play.
Yeah. They've been kind of on a roll without. Yeah.
The numbers with him on the floor versus off the floor, like night and day defensively.
Yeah, I know that Draymond Green got into a big deal about Andre Drummond. Is Andre Drummond a legitimate big man?
Andre Drummond could help the Rockets.
Okay.
He could help the Rockets for sure.
Okay.
Andre Drummond is being penalized for getting double-doubles in today's NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we are.
Yeah.
I mean, the word, well, he gives you 12 and 15, but really, what is he doing? Are they winning? Who's he played with that has been successful in his NBA career? I know. He played with the Pistons, 7 seasons? He had one good teammate in Blake Griffin, and that 1 year Blake was great. They went to the playoffs, lost in the first round. They made the playoffs.
Right.
You superstars are superstars for a reason, but they don't win by themselves. If you don't have good players around you, there's only so much you can do. And we're looking at the Rockets right now. John Wall, he's a good player. Rockets' problem is, A, they're not healthy. B, the guys they do have aren't good enough without star players making it easier for them to get open looks, make it easier for them to do a better job on defense. The Rockets, one of their big issues now was when they miss shots, they hang their heads and let the defense go to trash. Can't happen.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that when Steven Silas said at some point the mentality's got to change. And I think that's what he was talking about. Am I wrong?
No, but I agree with what he said. Then stop playing some of these guys who have the wrong mindset. Play the wobble more. Play Sterling Brown more. Play guys who are going to bust their behinds. If you're making millions and millions of dollars but not getting the job done, sit down. You still get paid, but I'm trying to win.
Yeah. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us here on the lunch break. Legendary KYOK Throwback Thursday. So you just kind of started doing it. What does this Rockets team need to do, A, to get off this 9-game losing streak, and B, field a competitive team?
Other than first things first, getting healthy. That's first. They got to get healthy.
Okay, Christian Wood.
They need Christian Wood back. The Rockets are, I think right now, they're closer to the worst record in the Western Conference with Minnesota than they are teams in the 10th spot, teams at 7, 8, 9, 10 for the play-in game, play-in playoff possibilities. They need Christian Wood healthy, first things first, and which kind of lead me to one point where people were pushing for C. Wood to make the All-Star game. Why? If he isn't healthy, what's the point? Why would you want him to play in that game if you hadn't played yet prior to that All-Star game?
Right.
No. Come back when you're healthy. Come back when you're 100%.
Yeah.
Victor Oladipo. It wasn't Vic tried to make a play against the Heat, a defensive play, got the foul call. Max Strus landed on Vic's foot. Max Strus's butt landed on Vic's right foot to aggravate that foot injury. How often does that happen? A guy's butt lands on your foot. This brother, I'm not trying to, make a cop out, but when an injury like that happens, when a offensive player's behind lands on your foot, you're trying to play defense, maybe it's just not one of your year.
Right. Might be something to it.
Eric Gordon was playing great, not starting to get nagging injuries. John Wall can't play 35 minutes a game anymore. First time in 2 years back in the NBA.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
This team, and Eric Gordon said it a few times, this team's margin of error was small to begin with. You combine that with injuries to your core players, that window got even smaller. So I'm not sure what expectations Rocket fans had before. What do you have now when your key players are injured, out, and or not good enough to play, not healthy enough to play in back-to-back games? This is what you got.
Yeah.
This is who they are until they're healthy. If they get healthy, then maybe we can see how they look. If they get healthy and stay healthy, second half of the season, you got those 38 games in the second half of the schedule. If they still stink, then they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
But right now, there's so many ups and downs with injuries and guys in out of the lineup, and there's no rhythm with this team.
Yeah.
And rhythm really comes on defense too, because if you're not on the same page defensively, you'll get what you get, like last night.
Right there. Let me take a quick break. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Do-it-yourself COVID-19 testing is available to you, and the results are 99% accurate. Save your time and be safe by avoiding the lines and crowds. You can test yourself and your family members at home. Test your employees at work, making sure your workplace is safe. Simply call Citation Bioscience at the number we're about to give you to order your COVID-19 testing kits. When they arrive, follow the simple instructions and send them back to us with our prepaid shipping. Results are ready the next day in 95% of the cases. And remember, they are 99% accurate and reimbursable by your insurance company. Save your time, stay safe, and avoid the crowds. Order your COVID-19 kits now by calling this number now. Pricing starts at $119 and discounts are available for larger orders. Call now. 800-247-8046. 800-247-8046. That's 800-247-8046.
Do you watch television? Of course you do. Then have you tried Dish TV from All American Dish yet? No? Well, now is a great time because we are giving everyone that calls today a 2-year locked-in price. Your rate will not change for 2 years. The clock is ticking. Call now, get Dish, and get your price locked in for 2 years and save yourself some money. Dish has your favorite TV programs, even Netflix and Amazon Prime built into the DVR. You can even watch Dish anywhere you have an internet connection. Plus, we've even got awesome discounts for the military and seniors. Oh, and one more thing. Call All American Dish now and we'll even give you a free Google TV voice remote, free installation, and free equipment. Don't wait. Call All American Dish now.
800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. 800-296-1302. That's 800-296-1302.
Hi, my name is Lily. My mom and dad used to fight about money all the time. Then one day, I heard them talking about this guy, some uncle I never knew, called Uncle Sam. Well, they say this Uncle Sam guy wanted them to pay him like $1 gazillion, and they didn't have $1 gazillion. So they called this company they heard on the radio called the Tax Doctor. And the Tax Doctor worked with Uncle Sam's people. I think they're called the IRS. And they were able to work it out so my mom and dad didn't have to pay Uncle Sam very much money at all. So now mom and dad are happy, and I'm happy too. Thanks, Tax Doctor.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, call now and pay less. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. I'm AJ Jones. Let's see. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us back on the show for Black History Month and Throwback Thursday. Okay, Ulysses Neville, first-time caller or first-time texter, says, so do the Rockets just go ahead and tank? And if they do, who are they looking to get out of college? It's a pretty good question.
Cade Cunningham from Oklahoma State is tops on everybody's list.
Okay.
Jalen Suggs, Jonathan Kuminga. It's interesting that he brought up that question because apparently Rocket Media or some of my colleagues, mentees, have shifted focus in the last 48 hours to the draft. I got text messages. So yeah, man, the Rockets have do they have their pick this year? You know, it's a conditional. Like if it's top 4, the Rockets keep it. So if the Rockets finish when they're one of the 4 worst records, they can still keep their pick. And then the Rockets right now are so banged up. I'm not even sure if it's tanking. They're just going to lose because they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I mean, but this 2021 draft is the draft. If you're going to be bad, this is the draft to be bad because there's 3 probably legit all-star, maybe superstar potential, and then 5 to 10 very, very good players, coming out. So this could be the time for it. And, and then the Rockets finally have draft picks in the future that they can use. So once James Harden was traded, this season, in my mind, was done because I didn't see any point at them making the playoffs and getting waxed in the first round by the Lakers or Utah or the Clippers. So, this is time to stink. Gonna stink, lose. This is it.
Yeah, this is the year to do it.
Yeah.
Got you. SB says, if the Rockets lose and get a good pick, is there anyone that makes them better right away?
Jay Cunningham. Yeah, like I said, if they finish top 4, they have an excellent chance of getting an impact player in one of those first 4 spots. Yes. As I'm gonna toss it out there. As a Piston guy for 30 years now, Pistons fans have for months termed it the fade for Cade. So for Cade Cunningham. So yes, lose. If you get Cade Cunningham, it will be worth it.
Trifecta T 2.0 says, who will they get or what will they get for PJ Tucker?
Just get a pick. Get a second-round pick. A couple second-round picks. You shouldn't ask for the moon for PJ Tucker because he's a free agent this summer anyway. You're not going to bring him back. So get something for him, better than nothing. Just get something for him. I'm not asking for a lot in return for him because his time here is up, in my opinion.
Super Journalist 87, his Super Journalist 87 says, was James Harden right when he said this team was bad and there was no fixing it?
No. If this team were healthy, this could have been one of his best team that he played with here in Houston. Rockets took a chance on a lot of players who have injury histories. Those injuries have come back to haunt them, and you get what you get right now. Those guys are injured again. They took a chance. They bet low, hoping for a good result. Low risk, high reward. That low risk, bigger risk than they thought.
I heard a guy on Jim Rome's show today who got blasted was saying that Marc Gasol, is playing like he should be in a rec league. Of course, we know Pau Gasol just signed back overseas. Having a big and having a serviceable big are two different things. Are there any serviceable bigs out there? We talked about Andre Drummond that the Rockets could add to this roster and do something with. Again, making the playoffs is not important, but what would be the purpose or point, and who would be somebody that they could bring in?
There probably aren't available, agile, and that's important. Being agile enough to be good on defense. So I'd have to look at all the rosters off the top of my head. No, because that's where we are in the NBA. The NBA has made mobile, agile bigs obsolete.
Yeah.
So if you make it obsolete, it's kind of hard to get one.
Yeah.
You want Aaron Baines from Toronto?
Nah.
He might be better than what they have. But what does that say?
Yeah. I what comes to mind, those Lopez brothers come to mind. But do you want that?
That's better than what they have.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the Rockets don't have. They're not in a position to be choosy. They need an upgrade at the 4 and 5 spot. They have, I think, three guys 6'9" or taller on this team. And one of them is Rodi Kurucs, who hardly plays. He is 6'9", but he's a perimeter player. Justin Patton is another one, 6'11", just got here. The other one, Christian Wood, is hurt.
Yeah.
That's all they have. 6'9" or taller. They don't have bigs. I don't like how this team was constructed in terms of height. They got a lot of 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" guys, to play that short ball. And then when your best big man, your only legit big man gets hurt, this is what you get.
Yeah. Well, I understand they've basically been taken out of prime time for the second half of the season. Understandable, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think they have one game on ESPN out of 38.
Gotcha.
I thought that was one too many.
Chris? Where do you see this team ending up this year?
Out of the playoffs, which is different than I said. I think you and I talked about the possibility of them making the playoffs, maybe a month ago or so.
Yeah.
I don't see it now. But first things first. If they get, this same team, like I said, folks forget, this team, when Christian Wood was healthy, when they were healthy, they won 6 in a row.
Right.
See Wood got hurt, they've lost 9 in a row.
Yep.
Christian Wood is the MVP. Clearly. He was putting up all-star type numbers. So if he can get healthy and stay healthy, then they got a shot. Where are they now? 11 and 18, 11 and 19?
Yeah.
Something like that. They get close to 500. They could sniff that 10 spot and get in a play-in. But what does that do?
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't really do anything for them.
It gives the players a chance to say, yeah, we got a shot to make the playoffs. We win 2 games, we get to the playoffs. And then lose to Utah.
Right.
Who's shooting lights out, playing great on both ends of the floor right now. Blasted the AD shoulderless Lakers by 25 last night. They're putting teams away like you're supposed to put teams away.
Yeah.
This is where we are.
This is again. I keep trying to get my mind around it. This is where we are. Anything real quick on U of H men and or women?
Big game tonight, ESPN2, 6 o'clock. U of H men against Charles Bassey and WKU, West Kentucky Hilltoppers. Charles Bassey is a pro.
Wow.
Double big man. He is a pro. Kelvin Sampson said it all week. Charles Bassey, when he's on the floor, he is the best player on the floor. So this game is not a cakewalk for U of H. I think Cougars have more depth than West Kentucky, but Charles Bassey will get his double-double. I don't doubt that at all. He will get it. He will get his.
I hear you.
It's a question if he has enough help to beat U of H. And this game was added to the schedule this week.
Oh wow!
And the Cougars, this is a non-conference game.
Mm-hmm.
West Kentucky is part of Conference USA.
Mm-hmm.
The Cougars wanted, if they did not schedule this game, they would not have had a game until Sunday. They'd have gone from Sunday to Sunday.
Wow.
And Coach Sampson didn't want that. So he added West Kentucky to the schedule. And like I said, ESPN2, 6 o'clock. Charles Bassey is the real deal.
Gotcha, man. Well, brother, I'm glad again you and your mom are safe. Glad to have you back on the show. We missed you last week. I wasn't here fighting with that water and electricity and what have you. But again, always good to have you back. And like I said, folks were waiting on you to come back so they could ask questions about these Rockets and see where should they be worried, should they be upset. And the bottom line is, no, this is where we are right now.
Yeah, don't get upset. Get upset if they get healthy and they still stink.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, this is who they are. This team was constructed around Christian Wood. Clearly, once he got hurt, everything hit the fan.
Yeah. Okay. I thought somebody else sent another question and they did not. Kris, tell everybody where they can find you and follow you, man.
HoustonRoundballReview.com. Real quick, U of H women have won 6 in a row, 9 of 10. They got a showdown with first place South Florida this Saturday, 2 p.m. on ESPN Plus. And AJ, if I can, real quick, if you don't have ESPN Plus, you can get it via links on my site. Just click on HoustonRoundballReview.com. I got links for ESPN Plus. Sign up to get ESPN Plus. You can get Hulu and Disney Plus to get that bundle. Yep, I do earn a commission. This is business. Keeping it real. But you get all three, and you save money if you get all three via links posted on HoustonRoundballReview.com. Been around since 1994. Local name, national perspective.
Love every bit of it, brother. You get that money, man. You get that money. Kris, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you, before then, but we'll see you next Thursday, right?
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, man. Love you, fam. Y'all take care. Be safe.
You do. You too. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to go. It's about that time. We took it right up to the top of the hour. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on here with her COVID-19 update, and let's get ready to go. Of course, we'll be on top of everything concerning the Rockets, the Texans, and Russell Wilson situation is getting bad fast. So I'm going to keep my eyes and ears on that as well. Again, Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. Give you the best in gospel music, latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3 in the morning. Erica Campbell and Griff get up mornings, and then we'll be back with Freestyle Friday. Got some special guests be joining me tomorrow. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Wash your hands, wear your mask, sanitize everything around you. Be sensitive to everybody around you. Give them their 6 feet. And when you see that racism, kill it. Not the person, but the racism. And ladies from Tuskegee University, lady basketball team, love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. 2-2 in the polls. 2-2 in the polls. Big shout out. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. We'll talk to you later.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what to know today. Stacey Abrams, the former and perhaps future Georgia gubernatorial candidate, is scheduled to testify today at a U.S. House hearing on federal electoral policy. Her testimony caps a busy week in which her organization, Fair Fight Action, has launched a multi-million-dollar ad campaign warning that legislation to restrict absentee balloting in Georgia could harm Republicans as much as Democrats. Georgia Republicans approved a measure requiring more identification for absentee voting. Recent data shows that almost 1 year into the coronavirus pandemic, students continue to suffer from learning loss. According to an analysis by McKinsey & Company, if school closures continue this year, Black students would earn over $2,000 a year less. And to make up for lost learning once the pandemic ends, the report suggests targeted instruction and tutoring for small groups of students for the next year. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybylWilkes.com.
All right, y'all. I really hope y'all enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it with you. I want to thank my guest, Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, for joining. Y'all be sure and click in on his deal, HoustonRoundballReview.com. And if you don't have Disney Plus and Hulu and ESPN Plus, it's all right there, and you get it at a cheaper rate than you get it anywhere else. So, as always, y'all, not this, definitely this. I truly do love y'all. HBCU love. We'll talk to y'all. Y'all be safe.